Welcome.
My name is Teo. I am 22 years old and I am originally from the east of Nigeria. I know that seeing me now might surprise you or even make you feel a little uncomfortable, but I would love for you to listen to my story. It is a difficult story to tell, one of those that you don't always feel like sharing, but it is also a story of hope, a message for all those who feel defeated or who think they don't have the strength to keep going. And if my story can inspire just one person, then everything I have lived through will have been worth it. I was born this way. From the moment I came into this world, my life was different from that of other children. My body did not develop like theirs, and I was forced to live with a disability that, at first, was seen by others as a curse. When my father saw me for the first time, his words were harsh. He called me a punishment and blamed my mother for my condition. His words were like knives that cut deeply, and worst of all, upon seeing my body, he decided to abandon us. He never came back. That was the first great wound of my life. He left me with my mother, a strong woman who had given everything for me. But at that moment, he also left me with a feeling of loneliness and rejection. My mother, on the other hand, was my entire world. She sacrificed everything for me, and even though the nights were long and painful, she never gave up. She fought for me and for our survival. She was an incredible woman. She had no luxuries, no comforts, but she always found a way to make me feel loved and valuable. My mother cooked bean cakes, fried them, and sold them on the streets to earn enough money to feed us. She worked hard under the scorching sun every day just to make sure I had something to eat and could go to school. Many times, at the end of the day, when she could no longer keep going, she would sit with me and sing. And in those moments, her voice, sweet and melodic, was the only thing that made me forget the exhaustion, the poverty, the struggles, and the insecurities we faced. Her voice was a divine gift, and hearing it made me feel that even though everything was against us, we still had something beautiful: love and music. In the darkest moments, the light of her singing was all I needed to stay strong, and it was her music that motivated me most in life. When I turned 7, something wonderful happened that would change my life. Somehow, my mother managed to teach me how to sing. Little by little, we began singing together, and what started as a game became a deep connection between us. Our voices intertwined in such a way that, to us, it felt like we were creating magic. It was something so beautiful, it filled me with happiness and gave me the strength to carry on, even when everything around me seemed to be against me. As the years passed, our relationship grew even stronger through music. We began to dream of something that seemed unreachable. Recording a song together. Every penny we managed to save, we put aside to make that dream come true. We dreamed of a better future, where music would be our path to reaching our goals. Finally, after much sacrifice, we managed to save enough money to go to a recording studio. We were preparing to take that important step when, 2 weeks before our session, the unthinkable happened. My life took a turn I never imagined. That day, my mother was at her stall, selling bean cakes just as she always did. I was at home, waiting for her to return, when suddenly, someone came running to our door, shouting. They said there had been an accident, but I didn't fully understand what had happened. My heart started racing, and I ran to the place as fast as I could. What I saw there, I will never forget. A truck with faulty brakes had crashed into my mother's stall. The impact had crushed her against a fence. It was so terrible, so brutal, that I couldn't even recognize her. I saw her body, but I didn't recognize her. It was as if my entire world crumbled in a single second. The pain in my chest was so intense that I felt like I was going to faint, but but I couldn't stop screaming. I called her name, but she was no longer there. My mother was gone. The truck driver was arrested, but in the midst of my pain and confusion, I asked them to let him go. I told them it was an accident, that we all make mistakes. My mind didn't want to accept the truth, and anger and sadness mixed in my soul. I was only 15 years old, and suddenly, I found myself completely alone in the world, without my mother, without anyone to protect me. From that moment on, I was responsible for myself. No one else was going to take care of me, and I had to learn how to survive. The only thing I had left was my voice. Music was all I had left of her. I began to sing everywhere. Any place I could, at birthdays, funerals, parties, or even on street corners. Sometimes people would give me some money or gifts, and even though it wasn't much, it helped me get by. It was a constant struggle, but I kept going because I knew I had to. My dream never faded. I always believed that music was my way forward, that my voice would take me somewhere. Over the past year, I saved every penny I earned, as if each coin had a greater purpose, as if I was getting closer to my destiny. Every night, as I lay down, I felt like the future was watching me from afar, waiting for me to make the right choice, waiting for the sacrifice of all those days of work, struggle and pain to have meaning. My dream, the dream that kept me alive, was to reach the United States. I thought about it day and night. I truly believed that if I could make it there, I would have the opportunity to share my voice with the world, to tell my story through music as a tribute to my mother, who taught me to sing when the world only offered me silence. I knew that God had a plan for me, and even in the darkest moments of my life, when I doubted, something inside me told me that this was my chance, that the moment I had been waiting for was near. Everything I had lived through, everything I had endured, all the pain, the losses and the scars had been preparing me for this moment. When I thought about the competition, I realized that it wasn't just about winning. It wasn't just about my voice or my personal dream. No, I was convinced that if I won, I wouldn't just change my life forever. I would also honor the person who was always there for me, who lifted me up when I fell, who encouraged me when the world told me I wouldn't make it. My mother, who always believed in me, even when no one else did. Today I want to share with you a song I wrote for her. It is more than just a song. It is my soul, my pain, and my hope turned into melody. It is like a letter I want to reach her, wherever she is. Mum, wherever you are, I love you. There isn't a single day that I don't think of you. I miss you more than words can express, but I know that somehow you are still guiding me, still protecting me. I will always carry you in my heart. This is the legacy my mother left me, the strength to never give up, the faith that there is always something greater waiting for me, and music as a bridge to my dreams. With those three things, I will keep going, I will keep fighting, I will keep dreaming, because I know that the love she gave me, the love she passed on to me, will give me wings to fly, to achieve everything I once thought was impossible. And I will do it for her memory, for everything she sacrificed, for everything she did for me. She is with me in every song, in every chord, in every dream I still have. She always will be, and as long as I am here, fighting, singing and chasing my dreams, I know I will honor her, always.
I was born in a storm with arms to hold the sky. without legs to chase the dreams that passed me by. But my mother held my heart, she gave me her life, singing songs of hope in the darkest night. She said, "Son, you are stronger than the world will ever know. Your voice speaks your power, let it grow. Though the road is long and hard, I have the words of my soul to guard. Through the tears I learned to fly, but wings without feathers don't reach the sky." Oh, I sing for love, I sing for pain, for the sun that follows after every rain. Through the tears I learned to fly. Wings without feathers don't reach the sky. Oh, I sing for love, I sing for pain, for the sun that follows after every rain. Through the tears I learned to fly. Wings without feathers that reach the sky. Oh, oh, I sing for her, the one who gave me wings without feathers. From the street corners to the stage, I walked alone, I turned each page. But her voice is my guide, her faith my song. In her memory I carry on. Oh, I sing for love, I sing for pain, for the sun that follows after every rain. Through the tears I learned to fly. Wings without feathers that reach the sky.
Throughout this journey, I have learned that pain does not define who we are, but rather what we do with it. I have learned that dreams, no matter how distant they seem, can be reached if we walk with faith. But above all, I have learned that love never fades. It stays alive in every memory, in every melody, in every step we take forward. Today I stand here sharing my story, and if my voice has touched even a single heart, then everything has been worth it. To you who have listened, who have shared this moment with me, thank you. Thank you for opening your hearts, for allowing me to be a part of your lives, even if just for a moment. Thank you for reminding me that music is not just sung, but felt, lived, and shared. My name is Teo, and this is my story. But beyond my story, I want you to remember this. Never stop believing, never stop fighting, and never let anyone tell you that you are not enough. Because as long as there is a voice that sings, a heart that dreams, and a soul that loves, there will always be hope. Thank you.